Hello there, YouTube. How the hell are you? My name is Vac, and we're here tonight to play some Marvel Strike Force. So settle in. We're going to send out a couple of quick alerts, and we're going to get this thing going as people file in. So we're just going to send out a quick shout out to my guild Discord, and maybe one in game, just to kick all the Mortys in the tail. Love you guys. And then we'll get this whole thing going. We got some Dark Dimension 3 we need to do. Usually we do that in the morning, but I didn't stream this morning, so I went ahead and I saved it for this tonight's stream. And we're dealing with some new overlays, some new alert systems. Going to be testing everything. I'm reasonably good at Marvel Strike Force. I'm getting better at this whole YouTuber thing. So I need... So I've been messing around on Facebook a lot of the day today. Made a couple of posts, joined a few groups, made a few posts, just basically the top page of my roster, and I've just been talking with people and engaging and answering questions for most of the day today, and it's been a lot of fun. I've met a lot of people. I've gained a lot of subscribers. It's been a very positive response, better than I even had any expectations of. And hopefully we'll see some of them come by for the live stream tonight. The alert system can be a little wonky with Facebook. Doesn't always work out that well. But anyway, we're going to send out that in-game alert. Number one, just to let everybody know that what they're saying is on stream. And number two, because some of my guys were asking earlier about the stream tonight, because I missed this morning. And, I don't always miss. In fact, I haven't missed one since I started a couple weeks ago. But I'm still new at this, and I just thought I'm going to take a morning off and make some videos. And one of them I'm still editing. But, just make some videos and discuss how I feel about different parts of the game. So let's get this ball rolling. I'm sure that we have stuff to do here. For sure, we're going to have Dark Dimension, but we might need to jump straight into a free gift. We might need to jump straight into war. We'll have a look at that. Might as well go ahead and pick up that energy. We need to do some blitzing. We're not looking terrible in the war. We're not looking terrible. So we're saving all orbs for sure right now. There's just no getting around it. So we got a couple of Mortys making some good shots into there. So we'll just go ahead and start blowing up some energy here. Oh, it's done. The domino event is concluded. I lost track of the time on that. Okay, so that's okay. We came out pretty good on her. We didn't get 7 stars, but we got 6. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. Yeah. We're not going to have to blitz heavy tonight, although we can if there's interest, just to show off teams. We'll see. We'll see. So I do need to blitz, but I also need to spend some energy. Sorry, I was fulfilling requests. Well, how do you do, 95th Phantom? Thank you for coming in, sir. Yeah, I apologize about that roster video. I was I got a little too verbose. I need to make a better one. I figure when I get to 10.5 million, I will, and cut it down to more like 10, 15 minutes and not 2 hours. So my apologies for that. I mean, I kind of wanted to just give my thoughts on every character, and it really just got out of hand. And I'm still not really that great at video editing, and cutting it down didn't really do well. So, but I'm glad you did enjoy it. I'm glad you did enjoy it. So anyway, what we're looking to do now is spend just a couple of hundred energy. Now, what I'd like to do is level Spider-Man Symbiote, because I'm badly going to need him when I get to the next node of the Dark Dimension 3. Well, I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you did. Yeah, I've only been doing this a couple of weeks. I'm pretty new. I've just started figuring out a few things. I'm certainly open to collaborations down the road. Right now, I'm just trying to get my sea legs under me. I've more than doubled my subscribers today thanks to those Facebook posts, and so I'm just sort of getting my my bearings on that. But I'm very glad to see new people popping in. It's mostly just been me and the Mortys here for the last couple of weeks. So I don't think that I'm going to be able to farm much, because what I really need are those marrows. So really, you know what? Before we even spend the energy, let's go to the store. Farming the store is such a huge part of this game. We definitely want that syringe. I think I'm okay on phosphates. Yeah, we'll always take those focus catalysts. And then no marrow, but this marrow that's holding me back. No marrow, but we will take those health catalysts. And let's see now. I'm good on that. Yeah, we'll call it there and go to the next one. Definitely want the focus. I definitely want the lattice, but I'd really love some marrow. No, but I did get another syringe, so that's still a good haul right there. And of course the basic catalysts, which we just never have enough of. So we don't really want to open orbs, but we do want to go through here and purchase everything that we can. We definitely want them to flex. We don't need any of these characters. So then we're going to move on to the raid store. Once again, we're just going to grab a few catalysts here and there, whatever looks tempting. I don't really need much in the way of T3 or T4 gear. So also don't need any of these characters, so I just buy Kingpin vaults. That's not bad, but that's the catalyst I need the least of as far as T4s. So just more for the T3 pile in my inventory. I don't know if I have enough to even buy anything good if I see it. Yeah, no marrows. I'm just going to hang on to what I got there, and I'm hanging on to all of my upgrades. Oh, that's tempting. That's tempting. Whew. She's like 110,000 as she is at 5 stars. No, I'm hanging on for Black Order. I'm hanging on for Black Order. I can't do it. I cannot do it. That is, oh my god, a 6 red star yo-yo. Gotta hang in there for Black Order. I gotta follow my own advice. Arena is the North Star. Okay, so what do we got here? 580,000 arena credits. Arena is the North Star. You know what we should do? We should go ahead and refresh the war store just one time. See if we can get marrow. Okay, that's just that. That's all we're gonna do. That's all we're gonna do. That's all we're gonna do. Okay, so I'd like to go through on an orb opening spree, but we're gonna save all those. And I don't need to directly attack a character right now, so let's just go to campaign nodes. And we're going to go walk backwards and grab everything that looks useful here in the level 7 raids. All the T4 stuff that I can accumulate is good. And I'm starting to accumulate, because mostly I'm just saving it and I'm waiting on... Actually, I don't need that node. I'm just saving it and I'm waiting on... essentially mini uniques. Bone marrow specifically, but it's always one or the other, isn't it? It's always something. I'll get like these blessed periods where I don't really feel like I have to farm the store, and then I get right back into it again real quick. You know, you get on a nice run, you're like, oh, I got a ton of these, and then the next thing you know, like, oh, back to farming. Okay. All right. So let's go have a look at the war. We're slightly behind, but I still like our positioning. So we're clearing down Medbay, and all of that, basically I don't attack 200s, right? I mean, with my worst team, that's 150k punch down. Like, I just, you know, it's not happening. So I got a lot of good Mortys in this alliance. We basically run from 2 million up to 10 million. Our average guys in the 4 range, you know, and they can put in a lot of good work without me. They have indeed won wars without me. So yeah, we're just watching them do their thing, and then we're gonna, whenever we see a roadblock come up that looks like it's gonna really kill a lot of Mortys, pow, we bump in there and we get rid of it. Because we're not at a level where people are full clearing. We're a gold 2 alliance, and so that's not the level of competition that we're at yet. So it's all about focusing on which rooms you're taking down, making sure that you get med bay, then you get, you know, bridge and reactor, you know, take out the buff rooms if you need to, depending on position. It's a fun game at this level, right? I know eventually it's going to reach a point where it's just full clear, and whoever finishes first is the winner. And I'm trying to get us ready for that, but we're a long ways from it still. Did you just hit me with a blind joke? Oh my god. Okay. So yeah. All right. So we're holding off on war for the moment. And wow. Okay. And let's see. Milestones. We can pick up milestones. We can do that. He has a problem with vision. I'm going to be thinking about that for 3 days, damn it. Oh, man. Because now you've locked me in this, or I'm going to want to tell people that, but most people I'm not going to tell them that joke. And every person I know, I'm going to be trying to parse, like, would a Marvel joke land on them? Damn it. Damn it. Okay, I can't pick up orbs. All right, so we do need to do our raids. We need to go ahead and knock that out. What else have we got? We can go ahead and do DD3 right now. Go ahead and take our lumps. But we could give it a minute too. We could give it a minute. See if we build up anybody else in here. Let's see now. Give a chance for all the Mortys to disseminate in. So in arena, we're in 3rd place. We can go ahead, and I don't always get to get a full 5 fights in. So let's go ahead and take this opportunity to attack Unclouded in the 2nd spot. And then, you know, maybe I come back around and get 1 later. I don't really like to get stuck in 1 because then somebody snipes you in the last minute. I would much rather be the sniper. And so I kind of like to sit at the 2nd, number 2 spot, and then try to grab that spot in the last 5-10 minutes at some point, right before the rewards are calculated. In any closely contested arena, that's pretty much the way to go. Okay, so some hot Black Order on Black Order action here. I'm going to hit with the basic, the left side of the field. I am not going to flip. In this particular matchup with 2 Thanoses, he who flips first flips worst. It's he who flips last has the advantage. So he's going to flip all of our buffs, and then all we got to do is just survive long enough to get back around to Thanos, and then we'll have a big advantage. And here we go. He'll flip all that back around. Hopefully we can keep Minerva, or Proxima Midnight alive, excuse me. One of those, some blue lady. All right, Corvus will do his thing. He gets a nice bonus against a defense up, but that's a beefy tank over there. So even as a 7 red star DPS, there's only so much. I've seen him do half of a Cull Obsidian's life in one shot with that ability, but that's the best I've ever seen. He one-shots other people, but not those big beefy tanks. Even with all that piercing, which is kind of what he's designed to do. I was very mad about this team, Phantom, at first, the first few days, right? I really felt like they had been misrepresented to us. But then those bug fixes did a huge amount, and these guys are, okay, this should finish Proxima. These guys are really freaking good now. So I've been all in ever since. Well, he got a heal off, but there's only 3 of them left, so I'm liking our chances here. We're going to lose one. Nope, she didn't die. She didn't die. Never mind. Oh, so if you throw your moon on them and there's still all 5 people standing left alive, you're probably lost. So we're going to slow this down into ×1 because this deserves to be played at regular speed. I swear to God, if you throw another moon on me, it's not even that damaging an ability. I love when it finishes everybody off because then he does the snap. But in this particular case, it's not even the biggest ability they throw out there. I mean, I almost made my first video that day, Phantom. I swear I did, man. I was really getting ready to go on a rant on YouTube, and I'm glad I held my fire and kept my powder dry. Because, you know, like I say, a few bug fixes later, and this is now the best team in the game. All right, let's. I think he's a dead man walking, but let's just be sure. All right, and then Thanos, of course, is now the DPS, so let's get rid of him. Oh, they finally got that Proxima. Lot of counterattacks. A lot of counterattacks with this team. So we're going to flip that taunt, hopefully. There we go. All right. And there we have it. There we have it. 2 of the 3 best Black Order teams in my arena shard. There we go. And we'll come back here and get lucky a little later. That came out wrong. Whatever. We're moving on. Okay. Done challenges. That's all the arena we can do for now. We can go ahead and knock out a couple of blitzes. Don't really have any need for Carnage shards, and I'm not dying to open any Unity orbs now. So, oh, yeah, I'd be glad to help there, Phantom. DPS stands for damage per second, which really is just a metric, right? It doesn't describe anything that a character does, but it's a really old term from really old games that means damage per second, and you would even use what they call DPS meters in the game, and like plugins that you would install in a lot of games to track just how much damage per second your character was doing. And it was a way that people would compete with each other in raids and stuff like that. And so it's often used as a term, like I did in this case. It is often used as a term for a damage roll character of any sort. In this case, a brawler or blaster or what have you. You just call it a DPS because damage is what they're there to do. It's pretty much, it's like saying tank, right? It's technically they're a protector, but people call it a tank because that's the same old trope. It's from old games. So yeah, there you go, DPS. So if anybody has a specific team that they would like to see applied in Blitz, I have pretty much everything in the game. So throw it out there, and I'll be glad to play it. I'm just going to cycle through them for you now, in fact. We almost have a full X-Force team. But then again, so does everybody right now, right? Everybody almost has a full X-Force team. Yes, Human Torch is a great example of a DPS character. Is pretty much his role there is to do damage. All right. Looks like somebody maybe they can beat. They're not that impressive thus far, even though I have them built up to fairly good levels. There's just a little something missing, and I'm hoping that that little something missing is X23. All right, so I'm just going to go right at Punisher. And we'll see if we can't finish him off before he even gets to use his big damage ability. I get the synergy, but for the purpose of a blitz rotation, I got another team I like to use her on called the X-Men. So the X-Force gets what's left over. Definitely want to get Scarlet Witch. So you don't want to use the special anymore on Cable. Yeah, you don't have to use the special, and you don't want to use the special anymore on Cable unless you're charged up, because then it drops buff on multiple foes. Pretty damn good ability at that point. I mean, it was always good for the speed manipulation, but now it's gotten better. What team to play? What team to play? We really just need one more. Of course, Black Order would be one of the larger scorers, but I'm not that concerned about the score because I have the character maxed. In the interest of that X-Men team, we'll just play X-Men. How about that? Mine's about 410k. Could probably use another pass. I just haven't had to go back and look at haven't felt at all any pressure to go back and look at them for a while because they perform so well. They're maybe in danger of getting knocked out of the top 3, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I see a roadblock I might have to attend to. Elektra and her revives. Well, Phoenix doesn't have to die today. Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Gamer Real? Gamer Real? Something like that, I'm guessing. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate the love from Egypt. So we're just kind of kicking around some blitz matches right now. I'm actually about to go get involved in the war. So here's what I'm going to do. I got a war going on. We're a Gold 2 alliance. I so badly. Yeah, Thomas, we may be dinosaurs, man. I don't know what to tell you. 40-year-old gamers are using different terms now than Zoomer gamers, I suppose. But hey, all I can do is support them. I just can't help. I can't help but use the terminology. Cool. Yeah, some people, man, they're just not, some people are not as into the culture. Some people are newer to it. It's like, those terms mostly came out of like, massive multiplayer online role-playing games like World of Warcraft and things like that. That's really where all that terminology kind of cemented. And before that was EverQuest and Dark Age of Camelot and games like that. All right, so anyway, here we are in the war. We got a hot one going on. We're 100 points behind, but I feel good about where we're at here. So we need to drop medbay, and then we're going to get into the high damage or the high point total rooms. So I want to get that. I want to get that out of the way. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to swap you over. To my second account. This is Baxos. And Baxos is a free-to-play account, roughly. There's been a little money spent on the account way back, but not anything significant. And I've been I picked it up and I've been playing it for my brother for a little while now. So here we go. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to use a Baxos team to drop that boost off of. Although with some teams I might not even need to do that. Let's do this. Okay, we're going to drop those abilities off of them. We're going to try to eat up their ultimates and drop that boost. And so I'm just going to take a team that's just going to be barely good enough to survive a turn or two. And that'll get rid of that boost that they've got on it. It'll get rid of those deflects. And hopefully we'll get as far in as we can. If we can get Sif to use her taunt and then even get so far as to get, I don't know that we'll make it this far, but if we can then get as far as Loki using his invisibility after that, then that'll be pretty sweet for us when we actually come in to take them down on the second tap. Oh man, it's all a question of do you live past Hela, right? So in this case, I'm hoping that we get to the Sif taunt, but it doesn't look like it. Oh no, we did. Okay, we didn't quite get. So Loki's gonna stealth pretty early on. We know. As soon as this next fight starts. So we're gonna swap you back over to the big guy. Right? Okay. So now we're back on back. We're going to jump into that team before they reboost it. And who am I taking? We got a lot of options. Most of them are pretty big punch downs. Since they've been hit, we could try to do a punch across. This is dangerous, though. Let's do somebody a little stronger. Because I don't have very many straight counters right now for them. How about we do aim? I bet aim could do all right. A fight wagon. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Okay, let's give this a try, actually. I'm not entirely sure about this matchup. Let's experiment. All right. So I generally, if I can, I like to kill Thor first, because killing anybody else, he just makes you pay. Especially if you got a beat on somebody for a while. But in the absence of being able to hit him, like this case, we want to work on Hela. And we're going to grab Hella and spread some slows around and crash the game. We're going to crash that game like it's never been crashed. So we're going to reload that game. It sucks to lose a war energy that way. But that's the chance you take, man. You know, you build a beefy PC, you fresh install BlueStacks and completely update it, and you still get some damn crashes every now and then. It sucks, you know, you only get 12 attacks, and I like to make the most of every one to really make sure that we can pull off a victory here. But, you know, I mean, the rewards are pretty good even if you lose. You just got to keep plugging away. I know, it's regrettable. It's regrettable, but moving right along. We're just going to keep this train rolling. So, I think that saves the team, so we can just refight that fight and just have to burn another energy, which I hate. But, you know, so, you know, hey, there goes my PvP, or my MVP. But whatever, man. Let's just get this med bay out of the way. So we're going to go to the well and purchase a war energy. And we're going to try this again. Oh, yeah, here we go. We don't need to do that. I think that was working out fine. Let's try that again. And hopefully Graviton won't crash my entire game. Okay. Don't crash me, Graviton. Oh, that was so close. Oh, it didn't like it. It didn't like it. Oh, mercy, man. Maybe we are in trouble. Oh, no, Thor. We just got destroyed. Okay, that's not a great matchup. But we're not gonna try to save the team. We got enough energy to put more good teams in there. Regrettable. Yeah, sometimes you experiment, you get burned. They're watching us too. That's cool. I got something for that, but I'd like to save it for here. But it's looking like probably Night Shift's gonna have to take care of that. Lizard's really, this guy's really strong right here. This is a high TCP player right here. I can't remember exactly the number, but I think it was up around 7 or 8. Yeah, no, Thor is incredible now. I mean, especially if you get stuck in that situation, hitting other members of the team. But you know, there's a way to get them. There's a way to get them. So let's just do that, huh? Let's just do that. We'll burn a real team. Get these guys out of the way, and we'll just let Night Shift take care of Bridge, because I'll be in bed. No, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Sometimes I end up saving most of my teams till morning. Sometimes, you know, I kind of feel like I got a nudge here and there and keep things going. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw our Inhuman team in there, and I think we'll be able to take that team out pretty easily. So hello, if you're just joining us, my name is Vac. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force. So if you're new here, you might have seen some Facebook posts I made earlier today. And, you know the basics. I'm a 2-year player, been playing since release, about 10 million total collection. And I have been pushed by friends and family for some time to start making some content and get out there amongst the community. So here we are. Mortytown TV was born. So again, I think we know they're going to stealth really quick, so let's start working on Hela. Alright, good. We did not kill Crystal. That would have been unfortunate. Alright, so yeah, we are going to actually swap gears because now we can put a disrupt on Thor and he cannot be stealthed. And it kind of doesn't matter because we're going to start hitting everybody here in a second. Alright, we'll take that, Heimdall. We'll take that. Let's throw some slows around. Let's give Thor the single target damage for sure. Oh, I didn't know that was even a thing, Phantom. That's a good idea. Thank you very much. Alright, so Thor's down, and now we can start working through the squishier guys in peace without having to worry about him bringing that hammer of God stuff down on us. Are you the god of hammers? Alright, and now we start turning everybody into a fine paste and setting them up for Black Bolt. Getting there, but they're hanging in. I'll give it to them. They're hanging in. This is the good sustain on this team is what makes them so great on defense. Oh, I needed that one to kill Hela. What the hell? No? Follow up? Nah. This one will get it. Alright, so who we got left here? We still got, well, heck with the Gregs. Thank you very much, Phantom. Thank you very much. Alright, just wearing them down. Oh, this will definitely move things along. That's the best single target damage on the team. Alright. That'll get that roadblock out of our way. Hello, if you're just joining us, my name is Vac, and we're here playing some Marvel Strike Force. Hopefully at as high a level as possible. Alright. Oh, man. We got a guy that's got a Black Bolt that can get rid of that, though. So I am going to... Let me see here. What I don't know is, do I have a team? Probably not. What can I do with Baxos? So let's go do raids, and then we'll come back and check the war. And then we still need to do Dark Dimension 3, in fact. We can go ahead and start that now. Let's do that now. Got to get in there and get my lumps in for the day. And I typically do this on the morning stream, but I took the morning stream off to you know, engage with people on Facebook and make some video content. And so we're on the last cosmic node. I got a little time to kill still before we get to the end of this and start doing city. But I am starting to feel the time ticking away. But truthfully, man, I mean, these final nodes of every section are so brutal that you know, you get in there and you just get your teeth kicked in a couple turns, and you do as much damage as you can. And then, you know, once you get them whittled down enough that they're manageable, then you can kind of roll through the rest of it. And it is very advisable that if you get them down to a manageable number, you never know which one of them is going to drop the next bunch. So try to wear them down equally to where they're all low. I am using a program called OBS, Online Broadcasting System, I believe. And the overlay is by Stream Elements. They have a nice overlay editor and some presets. So anyway, what we want to do then is start wearing down. There's no major DPS here that I'm super scared of, so let's start getting rid of Wanda, because she's eventually just going to start equalizing health and doing stuff like that. It's going to make me sad. And she's probably also one of the lowest armor people out here, so since she's going to equalize, I should go after her. we try to see how much this can heal us back. There we go. It usually heals people nearly to full. Minerva is good in this mode for the same reason that she was good in Dark Dimension 2. She's got an ability that just does a flat like 10% of the enemy's health, right? 10% of the enemy's health. Every other character you see that does damage, it has a percentage thing on there, but that's the multiplier for their base damage number. So they do a base number of damage, X amount of damage. Her ability just takes 10% of every opponent's health. And these guys have massive hit point pools because they're these big PvE, you know, like in boss fights, right? They're supposed to be this big content. And so because they have all that massive health, she ends up out damaging the DPS characters on your team in DD2 and DD3 both, it seems like. And also every time she uses it, she nearly fully heals everybody in the group. So she's kind of an all-star in this cosmic node for me. It's just a matter of how many turns can I keep her alive. And so far, we're doing good here. I'm gonna hold off on Wanda and start wearing down other people because, like, I think I can manage the damage that these guys are putting out, and I want to make sure. In fact, I'm gonna hold off on that. I don't think we need a heal right now, so I'm just gonna start damaging Namor because he scares me a little bit because he can put that dinosaur in our face with that ultimate and give us all a bad day. I've seen him kill better than half my team with that from full health. Alright, we don't need to res, so we're just going to, again, shoot. We're going to retaunt. Might not be well advised. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, he's dead already. These guys can do some damage. I got a Cable and a Deadpool out here. Captain Marvel's pretty good for putting the damage out there herself. I'm going to try to hold off one more turn on the heal. Oh, no, that's terrible. We lost Minerva. Okay, so this runs, but we'll have the heal for the next one. In fact, I'm going to save the buff as well, and I'm just going to do a little more damage to Namor. Glad to see he used up that ability on one person. Glad for that. So, in the interest of getting through this sometime this year... Like, I'm not a fan of this node at all. I just want the rewards. So, but in the interest of getting through this sometime this year, I have been doing 1, sometimes 2 refreshes a day, just to keep this thing going. Because I really want to put this, just like Dark Dimension 2, I really want to put this in my rearview mirror. I just want to get these rewards and forget that this terrible game design ever existed. To me, this node is so obviously like, oh, you want more content, do you? Well, here, take this. This will take you forever. You know, that'll buy us some time. That's exactly how this game design comes across to me. And I'm just not a huge fan. But there are plenty of other game modes and things going on in this game that I adore. So I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Alright, so once again, we're just trying to chip away at health bars here. Let's go ahead and I'll get everybody pretty low. Let's see if we can't knock Wanda down and finish her off. I should have just went ahead and buffed there. What are you thinking? What are you doing back? Oh, no, don't lose Maw. Come on. Let's get Wanda down. Please don't drop anybody. Oh, good. Yeah, nobody's dropped yet. Okay. Oh, here they come. Here they come. All right, so I'm going to start right in on Pyro. That guy's dangerous. And now I'm going to heal. I'm going to hold off on that self-heal. Yeah, I'm kind of going to hold off on that one. Just one turn. It's a lot of damage, but I'm afraid how many people are going to drop when I do that. Now I got to get Captain Marvel back up. Okay, all right. Yeah, until DD4. No kidding. All right, let's get some buffs up. Oh, no. Anna Winds of Watum. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. All right, we definitely got to get this taunt going and try to get back around to Minerva again. Let's see if we can't Oh, I really need to get Pyro out of there. Oof. Progress, a little progress there. I don't need him resin people when it comes time to really finish off this pack. There we go. It took care of all the living members of the group. Yeah, let's definitely start working down Strange. Oh man, here comes a taunt. And slows, that's never good. But we're hanging in there. We're hanging in there. This is actually really good progress for a deep node on Dark Dimension 3 like this. This has been an exercise in daily pain. Ah, no. Okay, this one's all over now too. Now we fold quickly. Now we fold quickly. It's too much attention on all those squishies. Okay, so that was a decent bit of progress for one day. I am not wailing out. I'm not going crazy on this mode. That's not really how I spend my money. I tend to buy refreshes and energy. That's kind of mostly what I go for. All right, so now it's time to do our raids. We're gonna knock those out real fast. I tell you what, before we do though, let's swap back over to the free-to-play account and spend his energy really fast, shall we? I'll let you ride along with me on this. This has been very instructive for me to kind of, I guess, see how the other half lives. Yes, I'm glad that Strange's res is spent. It's been fun. It's been fun and instructive for me to see how the other half lives, and now I feel like I got a better idea of what I'm talking about when I give advice to free-to-play players. And the game is still entertaining. The game is certainly still entertaining. You're not as competitive, and it's it's tougher sledding, but the game is still fun. All right, so we're gonna grab his raid completion rewards. We're gonna get his free Unity. I guess Unity we should open, right? Take what we can get. We're not really interested in parsing through it. We're going to spend his energy. Let's see if we're done with Graviton real quick. I'm trying to get Graviton that last piece of gear. AIM is a team that we've been working up on Baxos for some time now to get him through the villain campaign, Villain 7, and put Hela on farm. And he's done that, but he's just got one more node to finish. And so I'm just trying to finish out what tier 3s he needs as far as gear on this team. And then I'm moving on to a new team. Definitely will take the opportunity to farm a couple of chances at some Ghost Rider shards, but no joy, no joy. And then we'll hold on to the rest of that energy. We're going to knock out his... somehow I've gotten this deep into the day without doing some challenges on him. It's been a hectic day. It's been a hectic day. It's been fun though. It's been a lot of fun. All right. Oh well. Okay. Heimdall. I can see how that would be annoying. I'm sure a lot of us do it, and I'm very sorry for that. All right. Grab the milestones. See what he's getting out of here. Haven't really been focusing too much on this the Unity event with him. All right. He could use an arena fight. But I think I can manage that off camera. So let's get back over to the big guy. And those of you wandering in who became aware of me this morning or this afternoon from Facebook, if you'd like, here we are. We can go on just a quick, a lot of people are asking, just a quick rundown here. I know I have a 2-hour video out there where it's a roster review, but just a quick rundown top to bottom for you. There's a lot of great characters in here. I can't wait to get back to raising some of these guys, particularly Call Obsidian. But I've been having fun raising the new characters. X-Force, I don't know if they're going to be the end-all be-all, but they do look like they're going to be a good team, you know. And when you're looking at war offense where you've got to have 12 teams on that roster if you're really looking to maximize what you're doing, then yeah, that's, you know, you can usually, I'll probably be able to find a spot for them and bench somebody. I don't know who. Ironheart has turned out to be good. She's better than Vision on that power armor team. And let's see here. Ant-Man's been getting some more love lately because I took him off the bench and put him back into the Avengers squad. I'm really looking forward to the day I can get a little more knuckled down on Taskmaster. I want red stars on Ultron. I want them. Negasonic, I'm working on. Need that 7th star for sure. Need that 7th star. So yeah, I spent a lot of time in the mid to late game just working the bottom of my roster. Now, right down here at the very bottom, Merc Soldier, Kree Oracle, Ravager, Bruiser, all the way up here basically to Blade Master. Those characters are terrible, and I rarely ever put a damn thing into them, ever. Hand Assassin I quit raising after I got Phoenix. And then everybody else, like, meh, there's still a lot of meh down here, but you start getting into the Hydra minions, and those are good, those are pretty good characters now. I actually had a 300k Hydra minion team when they announced Red Skull. I had no notion he was coming. I just had a hope because I knew he was in the game. And I really raised the team to be like kind of a pain in the butt on war defense. I put them on war defense, and I'm like, yeah, this is a shitty team. It's Hydra, but you want to get through them. They're 300k. You got to put something decent in there to fight them, you know? And so that was just kind of I just like a roadblock I put in the way on war defense. But then they turned out to be fantastic, and it's been groovy ever since. So let's see now. Oh, getting closer again in the war. How we looking? Oh, we got medbay now. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, so from there, we're going to take down Bridge, which is the next big challenge. I'm going to call that out for all the Mortys. And off we go. The Mortys are out for blood now. So yeah, like I said, Lizard, or I don't know how you pronounce this exactly, but that character is very strong. A very strong character. So I'm expecting some really tough teams. 318 is a bit low, but a Marauders plus Hulk is nothing to sneeze at. Let's see what I got here. Too big. The punch down with Black Order is just too much. I would prefer to save my Brotherhood for a good Coulson team, and same for Supernatural. This might be a decent job here. Fantastic Four should be able to take this out with no problems whatsoever. It's really a fairly big punch down, but I'm a 10 million TCP player in Gold 2, so a lot of my attacks end up being minor punch downs. It's kind of hard to find punch ups with the 500k Black Order team, you know. So let's go ahead and clear this roadblock and see what's behind it. Keep the Mortys moving. And then there's that Asgard team over there. We know we got some lower Mortys around here that'll have an energy they can spend sending a low B team in there to eat up their ultimates and get rid of that boosted. So anyway, getting started. Leaving some damage with Johnny and hope he survives long enough for Invisible Woman to come back around. We'll throw some dinosaur in their face. We'll bury her up. And then let's start putting in some single target damage on Sinister. It'd be nice if I can overwhelm him before he clones. But no, Tank's not gonna let me do it. So let's hit him with the big one and try to get him out of here. There we go. For some reason, Ben's special does more damage than his ultimate. That's just the way it is. Alright. He cloned a Johnny. So we're going to focus that because that's good damage, and the clones just really don't kind of stack up on health. So we're going to try to get rid of them. This will help. That'll hopefully keep Johnny alive. Oh, nice assist, Ben. Let's just go ahead and get rid of Sinister. Oh, so close. Oh, that did it. That did it. And then we'll draw pretty pictures with fire. So I haven't got the whole music situation sorted out yet. Obviously, I like to play with just my music on, my Pandora Shuffle, but you know, that's not going to be possible for YouTube. And I have not figured out what am I going to buy a keyboard and compose my own music? Am I going to buy unlicensed music somewhere else? Like, I'm not sure yet. So for now, you know, just put on your favorite tunes and settle in. Okay. So I think I can take that shield team even without dropping the boost. That's my level of confidence in my Brotherhood. Maybe it's misplaced, but I don't think so. I really don't think so. They do pretty well for me. So I find it pretty important here to try to put a disrupt on Coulson immediately. It's not going to happen today. They're going to take some retaliatory damage from hitting Blob. Now really, Medic's who I need to be on. That's who needs to die. So the backup taunt with Juggernaut comes in. Now we do the yank and spank. Forgive the name. The Wombo combo, whatever you like to call it. It's probably the defense ups they started with, but this is not going my way. I'm not in panic mode yet, but this is not great. Win some, you lose some. But we ain't lost yet, so let's keep plugging away at them. Oh, that operative is so annoying. Yeah, so in the absence of a better target, we're going to hit Nick, because hitting Coulson while medic is still up is really not... That's not helpful. Kind of back around to where we started. Might have to do this in an unusual fashion. Looks like we're going to take Nick first. Medic's still standing, which means that Nick could get resurrected. So this is not the greatest situation, but we're still holding in there. We're still holding in there. It's usually best for a Brotherhood team if they can take these guys out early. Anybody early. So not Heimdall, but Heimdall. I will definitely endeavor to do better in the future. Okay. Let's get rid of that annoying stealth if we can. Looks like we're still possibly going to pull this off. But we need to overwhelm Medic as quick as we can. I am so impressed with Toad for still being, with Blob for still being alive. I don't even have his last star yet. He's a 6-star character. Looks like she's dead man walking, so let's throw some damage in over here with the AE. I hate to miss all that splash damage. Yep, she's dead man walking. So now we can get rid of Coulson. This has been a tough one fight right here, for sure. These guys put up, this is basically was a punt across, and they had the defense ups from engineering. So this was that was a tough fight. Speaking of tough fights, that 261 Mercs is going to be tough. But it's a pretty big punch down for most of my stuff. I mean, I could blow right through that. I can blow right through that Asgard with Black Order. But I don't necessarily know if that's worth it. It's a pretty big punch down. Well over 100k, and we'll just have to come back to that. I feel good that we got night shifts set up in a pretty good position right here. So let's see about raid, shall we? We still got the second half of the Ultima 7 raid to do. And don't have enough tickets to start Alpha, but we'll get one going here before long. So I'm going to go ahead and concurrently run both of these accounts through U7. Let's see, we should be in the middle, right? Baxos is back there working on his. With him, it's just one team at a time. He throws a team in, they get as far as they can and die. He throws the next team in. So with that, we're using my Fire and Forget. This is a pretty damn good team right here. This is fairly solid. The only danger, it's not as fast as some teams you could build. Certainly not as fast as some teams I could build. But it's way safer, and I can just set this thing on autoplay and walk away from the computer, go to the bathroom, and pour a drink. You know, I mean, like, this is a pretty safe team. Like, your biggest danger Sometimes they'll fall apart on like some of the later nodes toward the end, but usually not. Your biggest, especially if you curate the auto targeting a little bit, you know, and like, oh, don't attack that guy, attack that guy. But even if you walk away, they're going to do a really good job most of the time. And I mean, it's just nice to have that kind of freedom. So we're going to point them right at Nick Fury and turn them loose. You got Shuri providing defense ups to everybody. You got, of course, you got Minerva doing her thing, topping off health and resurrecting, just in case Shuri can't keep everybody up, which most of the time she can. You got, oh, we want to get on that. Oh, of course he taunts me. I mean, basically, Black Bolt's doing the lion's share of the damage, but Ultron's helping out there. And then, of course, Ultron is just overwhelming with numbers and putting buffs on everybody. So we're going to say, whoa, wait a minute. Let's see if we can't burn through this tank. We'll just blow it basic with this. Try to finish the tank off here. There we go. And I think they're safe to roll again. I love it when they kill Ultron bots. Definitely want to kill Pyro. Oh, he's so good. He's so good. Black Bolt. If you have the means, I highly recommend picking one up. It is so choice. Okay, so next node of U7, probably going to be able to march all the way down to Ultimus here. So back on this autoplay train. While I'm tending Baxos here. I considered putting both screens on the stream at once, but I'm somewhat hesitant as people have expressed concern to me that it's against the terms of service. So I'm not looking to be that guy. I don't want to cheat. I'm not looking to push nothing. But it's been my experience that people playing multiple accounts is a fairly common thing in the game. Certainly not anything I feel gives me an unfair competitive advantage. Looks like we're well on our way with this node. So don't be alarmed. I'm just muting you and uncameraing you for a second to handle something here in the studio. All right, thank you for your patience. So here we are at the end of the node. grab our stuff. And we're definitely moving all the way through to the end of the node here, to the end of the lane here. And we're going to finish off Ultimus. Alright, let's go right at the energy battery. Alright, I want to stand up and stretch my legs. Don't be alarmed, it's a motorized table. Oh, look at my bald head. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay then. It's been a long play session. Let's stretch for a moment, shall we? Don't mind me, just kind of tilting the monitor up to a better position here. There we go. I don't know if Smockin's here or is going to watch this later, but look at that guy. Came in today. I was thinking maybe I'd like use him like, hey, we get to 100 subs and I'll do a stream in the mask, but it doesn't actually quite fit my fat head, so. But it's going to make a nice conversation piece sitting on the desk over there. Oh man, you're such a party pooper, Drax. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't have to do music. I always feel like there's a lot of silence here that I gotta fill when I don't. But I know that probably a lot of people are just listening to their music over my stream. So I'm game either way, you know. I'm easy. I'm still pretty new to this streaming thing. Obviously, I don't play the game with the game sound on. It's just, you know, I'm often playing it on my phone in public, and that would just be rude, right? And then, you know, also it's often commonly bad or bugged, right? So I've just stopped even having it on. Alright, so last U7 node. This one I kind of do have to curate targets to get them through it on one shot. Sometimes it takes two. Most of the time just one though. Depends on how attentive I'm being. Oh, right at my yo-yo. Might be okay. Lose. Ugh. If we lose Shuri and yo-yo, this is going to be tough. It's always these opening moments that are the most critical. Perfect. Get her back. Did I miss something on that res? It looked to me like a res misfired. Alright, so we might be on a slow spiral down here. We'll see if Minerva can pull us out of it. That's a good start. That cut everybody's damage in half. We really need Shuri next. Might be too much to ask. But if we can get the big blue boob down, it'll make the next attack pretty easy. Might even be able to pull out of it. No, we lost Minerva. It's over. It's over. Which is not the end of the world. So just for the sake of completion, we're going to go ahead and knock this out. Have that in our rear view. Darth Nelson, thanks for the sub. I don't know if you're in the stream or not, buddy, but here's to you. Also, that was the first test of the alerts I've got set up on the overlay, so it's good to know that works as well. Thank you very much. You are my first and favorite Sith Lord follower, so glad to have you here. I've actually been on a huge Star Wars kick lately. Hi Alex, how are you? Welcome back. Shuri down. We really need to get this Ronin dead. We need to get that Shuri back. We can get some bots on the field. Oh, that hurt, but we weathered that better than I was expecting. Oh, no. JJ gave me a bad time. Oh, no. The danger here is Falcon. So hello if you're just joining us. My name's Vac. We're here playing some Marvel Strike Force. Yeah, we've had a productive day as far as subscribers, Alex. All right, so we'll check back in on this a little later. See if we need to pop that last node. Yeah, I spent a good bit of my Saturday morning on Facebook, introducing myself to the community, just talking to people, giving advice, and it proved fruitful. And so now we got a lot of new friends that might be interested in the stream. We'll see. I'm going to keep making short form content as well. I know that's what people really come to YouTube to see. Oh, what am I doing? I need to quit opening orbs. Stop it. That's bad. That's a bad vac. Stop opening orbs. I just do it without thinking. Well, I'm sorry you've had a bad day, Alex. So, yeah, it's been a decent enough day for Mortytown. Okay, let's take another peek into the war. By the way, I am, just for the record, for those of you that are new here, I am always open to PvP challenges. If you want to step up, take my belt, you know, put yourself on the stream, just fire off a challenge. I'm taking all comers. All right, what exactly have I got left? I have X-Men, which can probably handle that team. I have Black Order, which can definitely handle that team. Power Armor still left to use. So still some of my better teams. And Supernatural, which is with a boost up. This will be a tough fight. I think they'll pull it off, but let's see what we can do. The less of this bridge that's standing when I go to bed, the better I'll feel. Okay, so we take everybody else away from them and we just give them Phoenix to attack. Same basic strategy. We're going to mostly focus on Thor. I'm going to start charging up Storm. Try to lay some taunts in, especially on Thor. Extend all that. See if we can get rid of that taunt. Yes, perfect. Now y'all kill Phoenix. Or waste, yeah, blow that, whatever. Keep building up on Storm. Oh, don't die, Storm. So I do not want to taunt just yet with Peter. Oh, God of Thunder. So we're really counting on Phoenix. Oh, this is looking bad. This is looking awful. This took a horrible turn. I tried to do this through deflects. Still, that should heal her up. Hopefully she can last the turn, but I don't know. It's going to be dicey. Nope, that looks like it's going to do it. That's a rough way to go, man. It's a rough way to go. That's not the first time I've seen X-Men bite the bullet hard on a good Asgardian team. Alright, so that's all the damage that I can do tonight. I've set up night shift as best I can. So we'll be back in the morning for the final push. So that's pretty much wrapped us up mostly on content. It's been an hour and a half on the stream. I could definitely spend some more time hanging out if anybody's got any questions. Anything in specific you'd like to see in the game or discuss. Or if anybody would like a versus battle. You know? There's a lot of different ways we could kill time. We definitely need to, before we wrap it up, go back here and do another arena fight. Looks like Unclouded hit me again. And that's cool, man, because if I can spend energy and not get to number 1 right now, that's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking to do. So Unclouded has a tendency to trade with me between 2nd and 3rd, and that works for me. And then basically one of us jumps up and snipes number 1 right before the rewards are calculated in the evening. Alright, so I like to hit the squishy left side of his formation. That basic does so much damage. It is so nice. So he's flipping. And that's cool. We just got to live for 1 turn until we get back around to Thanos. And then he'll flip everything back and flip theirs. And he who flips last flips best. Alright, then we'll throw in some buffs on top of that. Thankfully, Corvus did not hit Thanos. Alright, we'll keep working those big guys over there. Oh, he's going to throw a moon on us. But we survived it. Came through that okay. Oh, Darth, BKT is a team that's been around for a long time. There was a Kree rework at some point, a year and a half into the game, and let's drop a moon on them. Let's drop a moon on them. And the joke was everybody wanted to know what the best Kree team was, and the team that people came up with was mostly Guardians of the Galaxy plus Thanos and Minerva. And the joke was that the best Kree team is a team that the only Kree on it is Minerva. The joke being that all the other Kree are kind of trash, and that wasn't exactly true. We can speed back up now, but it was just kind of a fun joke. So the BKT team, as people are talking about when people say BKT, what they mean are Rocket Raccoon, Groot, and Star-Lord paired with Minerva and Thanos, or sometimes Minerva and Ultron, right? And it's a pretty good team. And so it's a transition team that a lot of people go into after they get done with Pun Fenders. You know, I mean, it's not going to take you to the top 10 in your arena shard unless you're in a newbie arena shard. But it does well. It'll get you past the ceiling that the defenders hit. But then eventually you'll hit another ceiling, and you'll need to start kind of getting yourself a Phoenix and getting a Black Bolt and a Yo-Yo, and then eventually Black Order. That's pretty much the state of the arena meta these days. So I'm content to sit at 2. Maybe we come back before the end of the stream and knock Lucky off at number 1. But what I hate is when you take number 1 and then nobody hits you, and you just sit there and you can't make any more attacks, and then right before the rewards are calculated, somebody snipes you. Because right now, offenses have the advantage, right? There are a lot of good defenses out there. But there's not a defense so good that somebody can't get through it in 2 tries, right? And everybody gets 5, right? So offenses have the advantage. So sniping in arena is kind of the way to go these days. So I'm generally content to sit at number 2. But anyway, I hope that helps with the BKT question. I know people throw that term around, and not everybody really knows what that is. It's really kind of an old, outdated team at this point. But I still feel like it's worthy of using on your way up the chain through the progression. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, anybody else got any other questions, comments, concerns? If you got something you'd like to see in a video, I'm looking for ideas to make content on that. Otherwise, I'm going with what speaks to me. Definitely, again, open for any PvP challenges. If you're way lower than me, I'm not looking to just destroy people who I'm out of their weight class. I'd be more than happy to take a stipulation like, you know, play only minions or something like that. It's just for fun anyway. But let's see now. Let's knock out another blitz rotation or another blitz team or 2 while we're fooling around. I get it. Check and see how my Mortys are doing on that bridge. All right. My boy Nate Dogg stepped in and mopped up that team for me with Fantastic Four. Very nice. They just ate my damn X-Men. Ugh. Glad I softened them up for you, Nate. Alright, so hello, if you're just joining us. My name is Vac. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force. We're just kind of fooling around right now. We've got most of our pressing matters done. Kind of keeping an eye on the state of the war, chatting it up. You know, I appreciate we got a lot of new users today. I spent some time on Facebook this morning, and I got to know a lot of good people. I had never really engaged with the community, or very many people outside of my alliance, at least before this. So let's have a look at some X-Force gameplay, shall we? This seems like a good team. I don't know that it's going to be a great team. That remains to be seen. It's going to really come down to X-23. Yeah, Fantastic Four always has done pretty well. Alright, so I'm just going right at Iron Fist. Little slicing and dicing. Dropping the bomb with Negasonic. I love those. She's starting to more and more land those heal blocks, and I'm liking that. So you don't want to use the special anymore with Cable unless you're charged up. So you want to hit the basic and charge them up, and then you can kind of hold that special until you got a lot of buffs out there you want to get rid of. See, because now I can still hold the special because now he's got the ultimate, and let's use that ultimate to see if we can't get Daredevil off the field. That's perfect. Perfect. Little fast speed hacky sack. Thank you very much. That'll finish off JJ, and then nobody but the tree to finish down, which can take a while, especially if he reses. We're going to head and clear that. There is also, of course, the speed bar manipulation on that special. So I haven't been going very hard on this blitz at all because I'm done with the Unity Orbs milestones, and basically I got Carnage to 7 stars, so it's not that pressing. This is like an off-brand Shield team. Let's see if they can take them. Let's see if they can take them. I suspect an actual Shield team, like a good one, would probably take more than they could handle. But I do hope that the dynamic shifts on that. Once they add in X-23, like so from the testing I've done, especially up around tier 7 in Blitz, they can take out pretty reliably lower tier defensive teams like Punfenders and Wakanda, but much higher than that, and they have trouble. They have serious trouble. So hopefully X-23 is going to bring a lot to this team because they need it. They need it. I will say this though, their animation game's on point. Like that hacky sack back and forth between Domino and Deadpool is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. All right, so let's see about getting Nick off the board, and then we'll turn our attention on to Coulson. I was hoping to kill him before he did that. Now here we really need a charged up Cable, and thankfully because of the turn manipulation, now we do. And so we can hopefully get rid. Yeah, I was hoping to get rid of more buffs there, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Let's try to peg Coulson. Ooh, Quake. And finish off with Cap. So more Unity orbs does not hurt. Matter of fact, let's go open ours, because I don't think they're on that list that we need to save. I don't think they're on there. So let's grab these 5 free ones and just hope for some Negasonic shards, which is not going to make a huge difference right now, but inches me closer to that goal of the 300 I need for her 7th. And then we'll save everything else. We're hoarding like crazy right now. Happy to see that mixed energy bundle, but we're gonna save that for morning. I like to buy all my energy stuff in the morning and knock it out first thing. And you know, there's a video on the channel if you haven't seen it about pretty much about how I do that, called Wailing on a Budget. So let's see now. Check it on the war on the other screen. Let's get back to Blitz. Let's see another team. Let's put the Black Order into the field. I kind of like putting Ultron with my Marauders. This is actually a combination that's worked out pretty well for me. You know, you put Ultron with anybody, it makes them better. But Marauders is just kind of a notable team that's just sitting there needing a fifth. And like, who better for a good villain team? All right, so I straight punch across. He's got a 7 red star Proxima. That's pretty dope. That is pretty dope. We're gonna try to kill her quick. So quick. All right, so let's see here. Looks like we want to just go right up the center here, hit these squishies. He's gonna flip. All right, we're gonna flip. It's always best to flip last in these head-to-heads with Black Orders. So we weathered that pretty good. Nothing to do now. We'll just hit this right side, but that'll get rid of his maw, so that's good. Let's buff everybody up. I like to slow this down so we can truly enjoy this. I swear to God, if you throw another moon on me. When they announced this team and I saw that Thanos was getting the gauntlet, I was like, oh my God, I want to throw moons on people. I want to snap people. And, you know, I've been able to do that. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So let's steal some health, even though we don't really need the health. We just want to work them down, and I was hoping to kill that Proxima. Let's see here. Got both the power couple around still. Their basic is incredible if you get it all the way maxed out to where they assist each other 100% of the time. Oh, mercy. All right, so let's just go ahead, since we got called so close. Let's finish them off. And then the power couple working on Thanos. You know, 2 of those in a row, man, they do a lot of damage. It's not as good as Thanos' basic. His new basic is incredible. But they're all good. They're all good. $150. That was a nice little pull. All right, 50K punch up on punt vendors. We'll see how they do. They're gonna wreck them. I already know how they're gonna do. The Black Order team is too good, man. It's really good. You know, like, it's not like far and away out of the meta, right? Like, there are hybrid arena teams that can compete with it, but man, is it good. It's easily the best preset pre-made right now, you know. So they're going to go right at, this actually isn't a punt fenders, this is a Ms. Marvel fenders. Alright. Alright, since I'm not in a flip war here, I'm going to go ahead and flip now and get rid of her taunt. So that I can get back to working on Iron Fist. Although it looks like retaliatory damage with all these counterattacks is really doing the trick. I bet this kills him. I bet this kills him. Oh, so close, so close. Corvus, you let me down. I knew I was going hard on this team when I pulled a 7 red star Corvus. And I was like, all right, well, I got 7 red stars on their DPS. This is going to be a good team for me. In retrospect now, I kind of wish I'd pulled 7 red stars on Maw instead, because he really needs that focus to be able to reliably land his counters to Phoenix. But still, great team. And I got really lucky. Weird combination, sure. All right, start laying in the damage. We're going to offense down Iron Man before he does his whole combo with Cap. We're just going to keep laying in that damage on that right side with the basic and just save the flip. Might not even need it against this team. Look at this. Oh my gosh, look at this. That pissed off Hulk. He's going to do a little smashing, but I don't think he's really going to hurt anything. I don't think he will. Still got a 25 left. Is there a worthy team here? Sinister 6 really isn't it, but let's see what they do. So, okay, the DPS, there's a lot of DPS on this team. There's a lot of DPS on this team. But the one that scares me the most, especially in the opening turns, is Vulture. Probably the best single damage ability is the Pumpkin Bombs from Green Goblin. But Vulture will hurt you bad in the opening rounds. And then right after that is Shocker with his, once you know, he'll do a buff on everybody, and then that second turn he's gonna really smack you hard. So we're going to get Vulture out of here now before he's able to do much of anything. And then we're going to do the same with Shocker, which Corvus takes him apart. And now we're going to try to get Green Goblin out of here too. Looks like he may be a dead man walking. In fact, they all might be. So many counterattacks on this team. So many counterattacks. Yeah, that pretty much settled it. So hello, if you're just joining us, my name is Vac. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force. We kind of through with all of our daily tasks, so we're just sort of fooling around in Blitz while we, you know, keep an eye on the war and see if there's maybe one more good attack we can make before bed. So AIM is a pretty good team for me. Fairly consistent performer. It probably helps that I have 2 7 red star characters on the team. But I mean, they're both minions. Security especially I pulled early. But Assaulter has turned out to be fairly good. All right, so the one I'm scared of here is definitely Danvers. So let's see if we can kill her before she does too much damage, and Thanos taunts us. Jerk her up. Get some slows passed around. Thanos will not be denied. So we'll taunt up as well. Top off some health. So now our best bet is to try to overwhelm Thanos before he heals himself. Crossbones, of course, taunts. Who taunts on Crossbones? Noob. Okay, so we're down to DPS, but of course Crossbones did not hurt us that bad. He's probably dead man walking there. So let's get back on Captain Marvel. We really needed a res. Would have been nice. I mean, I'm being greedy. Gotta have it, right? We'll be fine. Keep up the pressure with Assaulter. Let's go ahead and heal. Let's hit Gamora. She's not going to heal up. And we'll keep her from using that offense up buff. There we go. There you are, Graviton. We've been waiting on you, man. So let's put some debuffs on Deadpool and try to move him off the board. Piece of cake. All right, so I don't really need any more of this blitz. We just rocketed through all the other content so quickly. I'm just trying to fill a little time. Don't want to pick up orbs. Let's see now. How are we looking on raids? Not anywhere really close enough to starting the alpha, but we can do we can take another crack at this this final boss node here. Might not necessarily be necessary for us to get 60%. I got some good Mortys running up their lanes, but it'll help. It'll help. Every little bit helps. Alright, so I am definitely after Falcon on that list of enemies. If I can get him gone before he ever does any turn manipulation, that'll be perfect. And that is perfect. Alright, we'll get rid of JJ since he's an energy battery. See you bye. Ooh, Rocket. Definitely Rocket. He's so good. Of all the characters that hit that I had no idea just how good they were going to be, Black Bolt was one of the bigger surprises. I mean, first off, who had high expectations, right? You know, Black Bolt, like I'd heard of him before, right? I saw the Inhumans TV show. I actually went to high school with the guy that played Black Bolt in that show. But I was, and maybe because of that, I was not expecting that character to be very strong. But Black Bolt is so good in this game. He's incredible. Alright, so that does that. U7's over with. Saving all those orbs. So let's check the war. Let's see, we're approaching 2 hours here. And I'm not necessarily in a burning rush to shut this down, but we are running out of stuff to do. Alright. I can hit that, but I've only got really good teams left. It's a little low. I think the Mortys can chew through it overnight. We've left them in pretty good shape. Okay, so I'll call out the order there before I go to bed. I like to lay out a path for exactly what rooms we need to clear. And right now, I mean, what it looks like is what we need to do is bridge, reactor, loading. That's a great name. That's a great name. Kudos to you, sir, if you're out there. Loading 42%. That is a fantastic name. Bravo. Bravo to you. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so anyway, we need to clear bridge, go straight to reactor. After that, our best bet is probably going to be flight deck 2, cargo bay, and then if we still have any juice left, flight deck 3, maybe armory. Preferably armory, but I don't know how much difference it's going to make by that point. So let's definitely look at going bridge, reactor, and then mopping up. That's for the Mortys, and I'll call that out in Alliance chat before I wind down for the night. So now I'll tell you what we're gonna do, people. I'm kind of at my wit's end here. I would love to create more content and keep this going. I'm not really in a hurry to get to bed just yet. I got time. So I'm gonna go fix a drink real quick. Won't take me long. My fridge is just right over there. And then we'll see about what there is to do next. I'm not seeing anything immediately on the horizon here. We'll check and maybe see if somebody's knocked us down an arena rank or something to that effect. And then, of course, if anybody has any questions or any comments or discussion they want to get into, then this is a perfect time for it. So, I mean, I'm not the end-all be-all. I don't think I know everything about this game. In fact, I mean, I'm like a lot of people, right? I watch guys like Casino and Valley and OMG, and all the way back to the first guy I watched actually was a guy named Seaton. So, I mean, but I have picked up a lot in my last 2 some odd years of playing the game, and I'm glad to impart that to anybody if it'll help them. So, hit me with whatever you got. I'm gonna go fix a little libation. Be right back. All right then. So, I got 7 people in channel. I'm kind of out of stuff to do, everybody, but if you just got here, hello, my name is Vac. We're playing Marvel Strike Force. I'm been about 2 years I've been playing now. Got a pretty decent roster. I am 100% a whale. I'm not even trying to deny it anymore. I've always considered myself a dolphin. I always tried to spend in a very efficient, strategic fashion, but at this point, over 2 years, I've probably spent enough money that anybody would consider me a whale, even though to me it was just a little bit every day and well within my budget. Over time, it kind of adds up. And that's cool, though. I've got a really good, strong account. I'm ranked in the top 100. And I am only feeling good about the future of this game. So, of course, I'm nowhere near these guys up here. These guys in the 12 million range. These are the Krakens that people are always talking about. These are the guys that spend $1,000 or more to get right through Dark Dimension 3 in one day. I'm not that guy. I'm not that kind of whale. I'm just a working class guy that's got a pretty good job and some disposable income. And I spend very strategically in this game. So I'm usually lingering somewhere in the mid 80s is usually where I can be found. You know, somewhere north of Scrooge McDuck and south of the Hershey Highway. That's my home. What deals do I typically buy, Chris? I absolutely, here's the way I do it. You know, I got a video about this on my channel, but I can sum it up in just a couple of sentences. I buy energy. I buy cores at the best possible rate, which is that $100 offer, right? And then I spend 600 cores a day on energy, right? Which is the 450s and the 400s, right? All the 50 cost energy refreshes and the 100 cost energy refreshes. You buy all of them every day, every morning, first thing, and that's cost you 600 cores, and you start off your day with about 1,000 energy. And energy will get you anything else you want in the game. It'll get you gold, it'll get you levels, it'll get you character shards. You know, it's a more efficient way to get anything you want, you know. So don't buy a gold offer, buy an energy offer and farm gold. You know, that's sort of my strategy. Now, beyond that, if I splurge and go out hard after characters and buy offers and do that kind of thing, I typically only do that. I'm kind of more tempted to do that now because I want content for a stream, but up till before this started a couple weeks ago, I really spend hard on a character for only one reason and one reason only, and that is arena. If they are a character that will get me ahead in the arena meta, then I go hard on them, right? I went hard on Black Bolt, and I bought an offer or two for Black Bolt and Yo-Yo because they were characters that were going to get me to #1 in arena, and they did that. And then I saw Black Order come. I keep wanting to say Black Orc. I'm an old Warhammer player. But I saw Black Order coming on the horizon, and I knew that Black Order was going to be an incredible team, most likely the way they were building it, and I wanted to get ahead of my arena meta again. I was at a point where, for a long time, my Black Bolt Yo-Yo team, I could sit in #1 for days and nobody would attack me, right? I was on top of my arena. But then we merged with another shard, and it started getting a little more competitive, and I thought, okay, some of these guys are going to go after Black Order, and I want to keep earning that 500 cores a day, because that's what makes the 600 cores a day I spend on energy a lot more tolerable. Like at first it was a bit of an expenditure every day, but when you get to where you're #1 in arena, you're earning 500 cores back. So really all you're spending is 100 cores a day on energy, then you're getting 1,000 energy every morning. And like, what's 100 cores? What is it, like a dollar and change? That's not nothing. It's like a cup of coffee, right? So that's sort of the strategy I'm at, right? Like once I got myself to where I could get and hold the top 3 in arena, now all of a sudden my costs are way down and I can whale out even cheaper. So I go into it in more depth in my video, which is actually titled Whaling Out on a Budget, I believe. And yeah, man, Black Order is a great team. Since they've done the bug fixes, they've turned out to be fantastic. I mean, I am easily running the roost there, and I'm not running the show, but I'm easily competing in arena with my Black Order here. And in fact, the only people for the most part that are running the meta, like Drogba, he just sniped this shot. He's not usually hanging out up here. That's usually Lucky. Me, Lucky, and Unclouded have the 3 best Black Order squads on our arena shard, and we pretty much are usually 1, 2, and 3. And now to answer one Wolverine's question, I apologize for making you wait, sir. I would say my Red Star luck is really good. And so we can actually go and just sort my roster by Red Stars here. And I might do a video or something just bragging on this one day. But right now, like I just need one more 7 red star character to have a full page, right? To have 10 7 red star characters. But right now, these are the 9 I got. And Noble was the first one I pulled, and has to this day probably been the least useful. But Security was the second one I pulled, and I really was kind of bummed about that because I had pulled 2 minions in a row on 7 red star pulls. But that turned out to be a godsend because, yeah, I get it, Chris, but I've opened a lot of red star orbs, and I've had some pretty good luck. And I will say right off the bat that the majority of my red star, high red star characters came out of elites, elite 4s, elite 5s, things like that. But yeah, these are my 9 characters. I've got the Corvus Glaive. He's the highest, of course, because I'm working that Black Order team. But Heimdall has been a great performer on my Asgard team for a while. Black Panther, he's just on the tip of greatness. I want to max him out to 14 and really make him like a kill spree a specialist at some point. Crossbones, man, I just had him at 6 red stars forever, and then I pulled 7, and I was not very happy about that. That was actually fairly recently. He's been trashed for so long that it was like, I can't get excited about that. But Kingpin and Hulk have both been a lot of fun to play with. Hulk, I've had great success putting him with a healer and get him below 50, get the free attack, heal him back up above 50. And right now he's pretty decent DPS for my Avengers squad, my new Avengers squad with Vision now, which is still not anywhere near the meta, but is doing better than the old configuration. And then Kingpin I put with I put on the Mercs team on my war defense. Because he's not a merc himself, but he adds even more assists to a team that has a lot of assists. And then his summons are mercs, and of course they'll have 7 red stars themselves. And then I got a pretty good selection of 6 red stars here. They go pretty deep. Pulled a lot of them. I haven't counted these. I don't know exactly how many it is. I guess we could count them. I would very much like to take Captain Marvel and run her up to that 6th red star, but right now I'm saving all promotion credits for Black Order characters until somebody else comes along that looks like they're going to change the arena meta. Then I need to focus on Black Order. So as for the buying red star offers question, the answer is yes, no, yes, right? Right off the bat, I did, right? It looked like it was a new thing coming into the game. It was probably going to help people, get ahead of their direct competition. That was far enough ago that I was really in a time when I was really trying to separate from the pack and get ahead. But then it became pretty obvious that the RNG nature of it was really not worth the money. Especially once I got to a point where I had most characters at 3 or 4 stars, red stars, and that's where I'm at now. Like every character is either 3 or 4, or is either 4 or 5 red star. In fact, I have no 3s left, and so at that point you're getting all dupes, right? And they had not yet reworked it to put in elites, so I quit buying them at that point, right? Like all I'm getting is dupes, and I'm not really getting anything back out of it. And then once they got elites, I started, getting back into it again, but I really was kind of half-hearted with buying them. And then once they got there's that last fix where they added the 2 outer pillars. Now, yeah, let's get them all. I thought about hitting up Casino about doing a Whale Wars. I don't know. Maybe in retrospect, I'm kind of glad I didn't do that. But I don't know. I'm trying to stay out of that. But I have bought a lot of red star offers. Yes. I've largely done them off camera, haven't filmed them. I know people like watching that stuff. For me personally, that's not really that exciting content, but everybody has their own tastes, and I certainly like opening them for myself. So from now on, I probably will do most big org openings on camera and make a video about it. Maybe live stream it. So we're going to try to be we're going to try to be steady and regular about making new content, and I'm not going to do stuff like that off camera. I mean, I just got to click a button. It's not a big deal, right? So yeah, I buy a lot of red star offers because, I mean, luck is one thing, man, but when it comes right down to it, he who has the most red stars is he who opens the most red star orbs. That's just the simple math of it. And so yeah, We've got a lot of 5s on the roster, but really my 6s carry most of the load as far as my red stars go. A lot of great characters on that 6 red star. You know, some of my best characters like Black Bolt. Some of these 7s are still waiting around. You know, look at all these purple halos around them. They're all waiting around to get worked. So I've been lucky in the number of 7 red star characters that I've pulled, but I haven't necessarily been lucky with which characters I've pulled. I could have pulled more meta characters out of 9 than what I'm looking at here. But you know, still, I'm very happy just to be where I'm at. I am on the final cosmic node of Dark Dimension 3, and we're probably at least a few days, if not a week, or away from starting City, and which is good because I don't have any City characters ready yet. We're working on it, but I'm desperately low on Marrow Extract mini uniques. So anyway, hello to those of you who are just joining us. My name's Vac. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force. We're kind of not playing right now because I have sort of concluded all of the activities for the evening that we need to do. We're keeping an eye on our Alliance War, which is currently ongoing. My guild is called the Mortytown Locos. I started this alliance a couple of years ago when I left my... I was still in my newbie guild when I recruited my brother to play this game. And from there, I had a friend come in from out of town, and he looked at it, and he was like, this is incredible, and he wanted to play it. And so then all of us started playing it. We were all in separate newbie guilds, and my friend from out of town recruited a bunch of his friends that we always gamed online with. We played MMOs together back in the day. And so all of us got together as a group, and we started Mortytown Locos. We all left our newbie guilds, and we started the Locos up. And some of those guys are still around, some of those guys are not. But the Locos are still going strong. And we're a Gold 2 alliance. And we're just chewing through a tough bridge right now. So I'm pretty well out of energy. I do have one more I think I can... No, actually I don't. Never mind. I am tapped out on energy. So we'll have 2 more attacks that we can make in the morning. But that's all the damage we're going to be able to do there. So we're just sort of, you know, I'm just sort of at your mercy out there, people, right? I got a lot of new people who have popped in for the first time today, I imagine, because of some Facebook posts that I made this morning and some engagement with the community that I've been doing all day. And we're happy to have you here. So, you know, if there's anything you would specifically like to see, I certainly have plenty of blitz charges, and we can go play test any team you'd like to see. I got a whole roster full. There's not a character in this game I don't have. And in fact, if you're interested, we can just show you the dregs. This is the bottom of the roster. Obviously, nobody has X-23 yet, and there's a handful of characters down here that get no love from me, like Mercenary Soldier and Boomer and all these guys. They don't, you know, they're not really nothing. But even my, you know, so the lowest end of my usable characters are right around the 60K range. And there's not a team I really can't build. So if there's anything you'd like to see, anything you'd like to discuss, or any questions that you have, you know, shoot them out now. I think we could even probably, if somebody wanted to PvP challenge, we could do something like that. But otherwise, I'm not sure where I'm going to roll from here, because I'm not going to spend the cores that it's going to take to do another round of Dark Dimension. And we're pretty well settled on raids until we get some more keys. So that'll be morning. Probably one of the officers will have that started up by the time I get up tomorrow, and I'll fool with that then. So there probably will be an AM stream tomorrow. I typically stream 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Hold on, let me qualify that. 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. in that general range. You know, not to the minute, but we try. I did pass on the morning stream this morning. I was doing so much engaging on Facebook and talking to people, and then of course there was some video editing that I was doing. I'm trying to put out more short form content. Up to now, mostly I've just been doing the live streams, and so we're going to try to move into more short form content. Try to answer people's questions, put some things out there that might help people work through their Marvel Strike Force journey. So anyway, in the absence of anything else to do here, we're going to shut it down for the night. That'll be the conclusion of Mortytown TV. I appreciate everybody who's come in and rode along with us live tonight. And for those of you who are watching later, well, man, thanks a lot for sticking around all the way to the end of the video. That's real sweet of you. So we're glad to have you here. We hope you appreciated the content. If you just want to come back at me with any comments, questions, concerns, now, later, whatever in the future, I will, of course, see it, respond to it, and address it. So appreciate having you here. Till I see you again, be cool. Keep gaming. I'm Vac, and I'm out of here.